Heyo, Age here back with another episode in Civilization 6 Pedro playthrough. Since the last time, we have established our sanctuary set for crazy good yields. And now we are going to be looking to explode ourselves in tourism. Currently we have 188 tourism, and with some stuff coming up soon like steel for Eiffel Tower, radio for seaside resorts, later on computers for 25% tourism across our empire. And in the civic tree, we are gonna get access to our ski resorts as well. So I took a liberty to plan out everything in my empire. I don't want to do that while recording the video, because obviously that would be a lot of boring work, just 15 minutes wasted looking at the screen. Basically, ski resorts have to be on the mountains, cannot be adjacent to each other, and I have to plan it out so that they don't interfere with my national parks. Also, I do have a lot of woods to plant, since we do have access to conservation now, and we can afford ourselves another naturalist. Where am I gonna get one? Who has the juiciest yields in here? I could get one around here, Rio de Janeiro. We do have a national park in here planned. Let's do that. It's in our Pingala city, so that would be good, because we would get extra tourism out of that later on. And I don't really want to finish this builder in Rio. Instead of this campus that was here, I'm gonna build myself Cristo Redentor, which in this playthrough is not gonna be very good. We don't have a religion, so religious tourism is non-existent in our empire, and 100% tourism from seaside resorts. Well, we are gonna have 3 of them. But hey, it's something. We are playing Brazil, we need to get this wonder after all. This and Estadio de Marcanha somewhere. Maybe I will sacrifice a farm in here to build an Estadio de Marcanha later on. Also, there is an achievement playing as Brazil if you are able to build both Cristo Redentor and Estadio de Marcanha in one playthrough. So that's something that some people might be interested. I already have it, so not that big of a deal for me. I do have a few improvements here to make. We still haven't grown into this plantation tile, so I guess I will chop maize and improve it with Cahokia mounds, which is gonna give us extra housing and extra amenity. We are struggling with amenities a little bit. We are at +3, meaning that we are getting 10% boost to our non-food yields and citizen growth. However, if we can get the cities to +6, we would get 20% to all of these stats. We would get 20% extra production, culture, gold, everything, all the good stuff. Also, this city has been building random stuff and still doesn't have ancient walls, so I had to take a detour and start building it here. We're gonna get extra tourism out of that as soon as we are gonna finish them, because we do need conservation civic to start generating tourism. Each city center is gonna provide 6 tourism per turn from having all of these different walls built in.
When they are preparing for war,
we do have access to mobilization now. We're gonna be looking to boost another technology of combined arms by having 3 armies or armadas in our empire. So I do have the city of Brasilia currently making units for me. We do have them building you field cannons, some line infantries, and a neighborhood. To boost a couple of technologies, we need 2 neighborhoods to boost sanitation, which is a little bit of extra science, and housing to our military city. So if enemy decides to spawn barbarians in our territory, it's not that big of a deal, because we do have an encampment and city walls to deal with those immediately. We also need 3 line infantry units to boost replaceable parts, which is gonna help us out progressing the tech tree later on. Although there isn't really much to progress when I think about it, because we actually need computers and we are finished. So maybe it's not even worth it actually. Yeah, I don't think so. So I need to cancel our armies, I need to cancel our line infantry, and I need to make myself more builders. Well, military engineer is fine. Military engineer is fine. I need a lot of builders now. A lot of them. In the culture tree, we are gonna start going towards ideology and democracy. 6 turns to research that, so I'm not gonna bother boosting sewers at this point. I don't want to delay it any longer. We are gonna get our new deal for 4 housing and 2 amenities to all cities with 3 specialty districts, which is pretty much all of our cities. And we're gonna get extra combat strength, but most importantly, we have a lot of alliances, and our trade routes to ally will provide us with food and production for both cities. So if our allies with democracy are gonna trade with us, that's even better for us. And we are even gonna be able to buy districts cheaper because we are gonna get 15% discount on all purchases with gold. Amazing government for a cultural victory at the very least. So we are gonna be looking to get that. This city is not very productive currently, so I think I'm gonna get myself a builder in here. We do have a lot of tiles to improve here so that this city can finally start taking care of itself. I would like to do that. And I would like to grow the city's population, this and St. Louis's, so that we could take over Dortmund through pure loyalty pressure. That's a nice coastal city, maybe would open up some trade routes between us and Germany, and maybe between us and Egypt as well. Egypt, India is also on this coast. And we need a trade route to each of the civilizations because our trade routes with each civilization give us 25% boost to tourism from that civilization. So if we were able to maintain 7 trade routes of each individual civilization, that would be great. That and open borders gives us a really good modifier towards our tourism, so keeping both maintained is kind of like a mini objective to have. Although it is kind of annoying to manage that occasionally, looking at which civilization we do have a trade route with, which we don't. Yeah, that can be loathsome. Here's another national park. Beautiful. We still need to plant a forest, and best thing about national parks is that we are still allowed to plant forests in here, even though we're not allowed to chop anymore. Which is fine, I was not planning to doing that anyway. And we do have access to change our governments, meaning that since I'm not building any more units, I don't really need an army. Limace, I don't think is good enough. Let's get craftsmen to double our adjacency from industrial zones. We have quite a few of those. Let's get military research to get extra science, because our science is currently lacking. We have a lot of culture, but not as much science. So getting to those computers is gonna be necessary for us. Later on we can completely ignore the science whatsoever. And it seems like we are done with our government. That's good enough. Let's settle this in. Talking about campuses, maybe the city of Fortaleza doesn't even need one then. It's kind of too late to start building it up. Instead, I could get myself a carnival somewhere. That would be actually great. Where would I get it? I don't want to get it next to a volcano, because that would just get pillaged for no reason. Maybe I could get it somewhere here instead to provide extra adjacency towards theater squares, although that's not gonna be important. Next thing I would like to do is fill up my museums. We do have slots for 2 great works of music. Let's see if we can get any. Music. Okay. A little bit expensive, but we need to fill up those slots. Let's get books as well. We're gonna be bleeding gold for a little bit, but maybe we can recover. And I would like to buy myself some landscapes if I can. Apparently I cannot. Oh, that's because we do not have art museums. Got it. We do have a few landscapes already here, so that's fair enough. And Manaus is building a neighborhood. Actually, I don't want you to build that neighborhood since we are not boosting democracy just yet. I could finish up the zoo. I could get myself more builders, but we don't have builder card. So I guess you're gonna get me a zoo into that neighborhood then. We're gonna... Wait, yeah, I wanted to get myself an archaeologist. So let's get zoo into archaeologist. Alright, our spy has failed to steal gold, but at least he is undetected. And we have a great engineer, Ada Lovelace, that is gonna allow us to trigger Eureka moment for computers. Big, we need this. And it will allow us to build more districts in any given city. So we are gonna be looking to use it in our city of Brasilia, because we do have an industrial zone here, encampment in here, and I would like to get myself a theater square and a Copacabana around this area as well. I'm not gonna be making free charge builders here though, so we are gonna finish that neighborhood first. And we're gonna send another military engineer to build a railroad somewhere here to the city of Sao Luis. The city has a couple of districts planned that can be boosted by our military engineers, like Dam, for example. And let's make with our military engineer a wraparound. I would like to get my trade route reinforced with railroad because that would amplify our gold accumulation through Nalanda, through Germany potentially. That would be nice, and I would like to amplify this road right here with railroads as well, and maybe send one to Victoria as well to interconnect our cities, and as I said, get some extra gold. For city of Belim, we're getting flight, so you can still keep working on those medieval walls. We have another governor title. Let's get Moksha into the city of Belim actually, because there is a golden era dedication later on that in cities with governors, our national parks would provide us with more tourism, and we do have 2 national parks in the city of Belim, so getting a governor here just makes sense. For the city of Victoria, what would I like to get myself? I could get myself a hermitage in 20 turns. Let's do that. This isn't a good wonder. By no means this is a good wonder. It's a lot of production and it gives us 4 great work slots. That's extra great work slots. Like, what else am I gonna do with this city? Until at least it's gonna grow. Not that much. Later on I would like to build myself a Copacabana in here for those projects. And maybe start making builders, but as I said, we don't have a builder card just yet, so might as well build some wonders while we are building Cristo Redentor, Hermitage. We're finishing the Ruhr Valley in the city of Salvador. This is going to be a very productive city and help us out to churn those builders out, which is good. And we do have a couple of builders here in the area, so let's start improving our land a little bit. Do have another military engineer to keep making railroads, interconnecting even more of my empire. That's why I build them. I want my builders to be able to travel this land fast, and current road network just simply isn't cutting it for us. One shot that crossbowman, step forward. Ooh, line infantry. Okay, we're gonna stay back for a little bit. Let's keep stealing gold from Congo and get into the next turn.
If you can walk away from the
Right,
land,
we have discovered
it's a good land.
flight. It's not bad, but we do need to buy ourselves a sanctuary. We do have a builder in here, so let's start improving the forests around as well. Another military engineer, very good, and let's use Ada Lovelace. We can pre-place another district now, which is gonna be this juicy theater square. We still need a factory in here, we still need neighborhoods, but I can't afford my gold right now because we do need those sanctuaries online yesterday. I guess let's make a builder. I will need to change my cards when ideology is gonna be researched. And let's keep improving our territory right now. Let's gain some sources for the spy in Zanzibar so that it could operate better and have a bigger chance of success. Alright, that's another railroad. Another city connected. Good. This guy keeps heading towards St. Louis. Let's get on a hill. Another railroad. Let's get our field cannons forward. Can I get this barb camp, please? Pretty please? Porto Alegre could make me a Ferris wheel for extra tourism, extra amenities, and extra culture. And we do have radio coming up. I do have 2 charge builders, so let's chop that forest island, replace it later on with Seaside Resort. Is this gonna be a lumber mill or is it a national park? That's my national park. Okay, so this is a lumber mill. This is woods. Keep deleting those pins. City of Natal is gonna need a theater square. At 17 turns. Ah yeah, let's get it. That's fair enough. We're gonna need to increase the productivity of that city. Can we trade with someone else? What do we have? Germany, Congo, Japan, Greece, and Maya. We can't quite reach anybody else just yet, so we are gonna be trading with Japan still. For a little bit extra gold. This is not gonna be a lumber mill. This is gonna be a lumber mill though. Let's activate level ace again. Let's replace our Copacabana in here. I was making someone else in here, not the theater square, wasn't I? Oh, I wanted to make builders in here later on, so let's get a theater square. Can I improve my economy? I don't need niter. 29 gold per turn. 3 gold per turn. Okay, open borders. We need open borders with Maya for that tourism boost. Let's get it. Already on 260 tourists per turn. We're doing okay. Let's get on the grove. I don't know what kind of maze I have made with most military engineers out there. What the hell is this? I have no idea. Well, we can clear up this barb camp. Plus 30 gold. I need any gold I can get. So that's gonna be welcome. More railroads. Let's check how our railroads are looking. Not bad. We still need to connect this city with our empire. We still need to connect St. Louis, Victoria, and all of these cities. A lot of work to do for both builders and military engineers, but we are gonna get there eventually. More railroads for our trade routes with Japan. More appeal. Sure, let's get here. Railroad, let's get railroad in here. And let's wrap around to the city of St. Louis. What do I do with my line infantry? There is a barb camp, so maybe we can go clear that one out. I will send my guys in here. All of them, actually. No! Our spy got captured. Well, maybe Maya will be kind enough to trade it. Yeah, sure. Get that Diplo favor and give my spy back. My Nika. 17 gold per turn. I could have gotten a great work for that, but what can I do? That's another forest to improve. Do just that. What else to do around here, though? This is a lumber mill, and the city of Natal does need a productive tile. Let's get that. A lumber mill. And another spy. Well, I made a promise to Maya, and today I'm feeling like being a good boy. So let's steal from Katango.
Slowly, ideas
Oh
lead to...
no, I saw a volcano explosion. What happened? Mine pillaged. Mine pillaged. Well, about that one, who cares really? Okay, it's not too bad. Some repairs, some improvements. That's whatever. Still better than what's going on in Germany's lands. Like, what is this? What is this? The barbs? Oh no, look at that poor archaeologist running for his life. Haha, as long as it's not me, I have taken care of my barbs. Eventually I did. Okay, we have military research. We need builder card, that's for sure. Rest are interchangeable. 15% production towards wonders. We're building wonders, so that's not bad. 26 production and 8 signs from our campuses and industrial zones could be good. Could be good. I'd like that actually more than gold. Let's confirm our policies. Most of our gold currently are coming from our trade deals anyway. And I need to buy myself more groves and sanctuaries. Let's buy a more expensive one first. Our railroad with Japan has been finalized. Good. We're gonna be making more money here. This guy can go towards Rio. This guy was gonna make a railroad towards St. Louis. This is a lumber mill, right? Yep. Good. This is a forest, making even desert tiles workable. Alas. That's another lumber mill that we can get. And I will absolutely get that. And since we are here, we can even repair the tiles with our military engineer. Everything is coming together as if that was calculated, that volcanic explosion.
Radio is the theater of the
We have
mind.
access to aluminum and seaside resorts. Good, we're gonna make use out of it. Now our military engineer can start heading towards Natal. This is a very rough terrain, but we need to make this railroad, otherwise we are gonna be slowly going them every time. Military engineers are one thing, but think about the builders. Those poor guys are not made for this kind of work. We need a couple more forests around Natal, so I'm gonna do just that. That's a railroad. That's a chop, Ferris wheel in one turn, and we're gonna start making builders in even more of these cities. Builder galore, that's what's gonna be. Now I can start heading towards steel, because I would like to get myself Eiffel Tower. I don't want to delay it for long, because this wonder actually gives +2 appeal to all our tiles in the cities. And the way tourism works from the improvements like... What am I doing in Germany's lands? On seaside resorts grant as much tourism as they give gold, and that depends on the appeal. This tile has +6 appeal, so we would be getting 6 gold and 6 tourism out of this one improvement, which is good. But national parks give combined appeal of all the tiles as tourism. So if we make Eiffel Tower, each of this tile is going to generate 2 more tourism collectively for each our national park. That's insane amount of tourists coming out of that. So if we can snag it, that's going to be amazing. Alright, we stole some more gold. We can buy another improvement. Where? Who still needs sanctuaries? We found one guy and immediately improving the production in the city as well. Look at these nice tiles. Well, that's aluminum, but we are not improving that because that's going to be our national park eventually. And we do need more builders. Ideally, I would like to buy myself those buildings, but that's gonna happen after we are done with our builders. I will just queue up as many as I can cancel them anytime, so once most of our improvements are already done, well, this can be a mine. I don't care about appeal in this surrounding area, so might as well get some production and an extra resource to sell. We do have suzerainty of Cahokia, we do have suzerainty of Antananarivo, and that's pretty much all we need. So I'm gonna keep my envoys in case somebody decides to steal those from me. More appeal to the tiles, that's not gonna be a lumber mill, so these pins have to be deleted. That's satisfying. I don't like making pins, but sure as hell I like deleting them. Right, more railroads. And these engineers can actually start contributing towards my dam. 26 turns for a dam, the city is low in production. 6 turns have been saved by using a military engineer charge into the St. Louis, but this city is getting industrial zone pretty soon, so I expect the productivity to grow. Let's get here, another railroad. And that's a seaside resort. That's a +7, 7 tourism coming out of that. If we get Eiffel Tower, we can bump it up to 9 tourists. So, what else needs to be improved? That needs to be a lumber mill. This style we can chop to get some extra production, as that's gonna be our entertainment complex. And we do have a few extra tiles to improve around here, so let's promote our spy, Ace Driver, so that it has a higher chance of escaping. It's gonna be stealing gold for us for an eternity. Oh. Hello there.
The industrial heart of... Never criticize a rifle.
Ruhr Valley has been finished. And now we are making builders in Salvador as well. There are a few districts that I would like to get. That's our theater square. But we need those builders. Let's queue up a few of those. And City of Brasilia, you're gonna get me some builders as well. We need to improve a lot of territory. I cannot keep repeating it because look at these cities. These are very low production cities. There are so many tiles to still place down. And we do have access for another national park. Where would that be? Where do we have a national park plan? In the city of Natal. Swap this tile. Can I buy myself? Naturalist. There are a few locations where I would put it, but maybe let's start in here. A lot of breathtaking appeal tiles. Although same could be said about this. But at least we can forget about this part of the land. Now for this city it has very low production and doesn't have a lot of tiles to improve. It's growing slowly. It needs a sanctuary, that's what it needs. Okay. So we need to save up more gold. What else can I sell? 142 Diplo favor. That's gonna give us neat amount. 48 gold per turn. Good. I can sell my aluminum. I can sell off my niter. 612 gold per turn. Not bad. Actually, you're gonna make me a couple of builders as well then. Let's get done with the builders and then we can start checking which city can build what. More railroads. That's a productive tile for Natal. Let's get into the Garulios. That scout doesn't want no smoke. And this engineer can set to wrap around. This engineer is gonna be gone. Because we are gonna use it up on a dam. 14 turns, that's more manageable, but still not ideal. So once we are done with our... we could get a chop in here. Does this consume a charge? Let's check. Okay, we did that. That's not a lumber mill, that's not a lumber mill. We need to plant some woods. Alright. Keep heading to improve those railroads. What else? We do have a few forests in here. I have a military engineer. Let's get towards seaside resorts. Actually, I need to send one of my builders in here. Line infantry. Yeah, you're moving. What's next? For this city, we could get ourselves a commercial hub somewhere. I don't care about this territory, but we are gonna need a street carnival. And this could be a commercial hub eventually, maybe. Something like that, so... let's get ourselves a street carnival. Though how long till you can get me a builder? 5 turns? Sure. Let's get that. And we need to connect Rio de Janeiro with Victoria now. Keep chugging along. So okay, we have only one build left. Not ideal. I would rather use builders to chop in that regard.
Men, their rights, and
Here's our democracy. Let's take it. We're getting all those juicy bonuses right now. We can get access to New Deal, which is gonna improve our productivity by increasing our amenities, hopefully to +6 now. Anything else that is interesting? We could get ourselves extra science and culture from trade routes. We could get ourselves extra gold. Actually, that's the biggest hurdle for me right now. I need even more gold. And I could get myself some extra production as well while I'm here. Actually, no, let's keep gold. I do have enough to buy myself another sanctuary. Good. Tiles are coming together. And next we are gonna head towards professional sports for ski resorts. And the Stadia di Marcagna, if we are gonna find a location to build it in. That's a horsey, one shot. More railroads. Another railroad. Okay, one part is done. To connect this city, now we need to connect this city to the main railroad network somewhere here. You keep siphoning funds, for sure, and I need to see which city has open production queue. St. Louis. You're gonna need to make a preserve. We still lack that one. Let's gain sources in Congo's territory, stealing that gold. That's another lumber mill. And let's send our almost dead horsey for an auto exploration. Hopefully it's gonna just scout around the lands of Congo and other allies, so it doesn't die, and uncover some cities for us, so we can make better trade routes. Okay, this builder is in a position but doesn't have a charge. We need to improve this forest. This will make a nice national park as well.
The best steel.
And we have access to steel. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, we should get ourselves at some point another naturalist. 3 turns until professional sports. What else is here left to improve? This forest is done. Alright, so we are sending this builder here. Love those railroads. I need to improve this plantation. Maybe we can sell some luxuries. We can sell extra ember for 10 gold per turn. And let's sell our Diplo favor as well. Make even more money. And now we need to head towards computers because we are gonna get 20% tourism boost across our empire. The city of Porto Alegre has a couple of tiles it needs to improve. Let's get a builder in here as well. That's another rainforest to improve with a lumber mill. What are you doing here? Get lost. Nobody has invited you here. And city of Natal is gonna be connected to the mainland very quickly. We have met another city-state, Caguana. Okay, we have 8 envoys. Caguana is gonna allow our builders to make batty improvements for extra culture if they are adjacent to entertainment complex. Okay, this is giving me tourism, this is gonna give me culture. We are on 450 culture right now. 471. Seems like it's not that much, but it's gonna get better and better. Wait. No, I want this national park. Why am I getting baited? Can any of the cities steal the tiles? Let's swap this one. I mean, I am losing a ski resort, I guess, in that regard. But it doesn't allow me to place down national park in here, because it registers this as higher appeal. Well, let's get the tourism then. 1,950 gold means another sanctuary could be bought somewhere. These cities need grow. The city doesn't have anything just yet. Buy a sanctuary in Rio, but this is a very productive city and is gonna have a free build queue after Cristo Redentor. And it's gonna have access to another district. Right? I need to replace... Where is your theater square, actually? How come you don't have a theater square? Was this a theater square? No, this was a campus. I mean, I could get a +3 or +4 somewhere here. So it's not a big deal. Oh, maybe this was the theater square from my capital, and I just used it for Victoria instead. Maybe, so I guess we're gonna have to deal with +3 instead. Let's finish off that Crystal Redentor in 2 turns. And City of Blame do have steel, so you're gonna make me Eiffel Tower. Beautiful, a lot of wonders are being built. And let's buy ourselves a couple of groves in that regard. Since we have a little bit of extra money to spend, let's make sure that our money is working for us. Oh, this city needed a sanctuary. Right, so we are gonna have to wait a few turns now. But we do have a couple of luxuries to sell. However, we also need to buy a few luxuries, and we have a few landscapes. Good, how we looking? So to theme a museum we need same types of work like landscape, but we need in a single museum to have 3 different artists. So here we have Kiying, we have Kasagawa Togoku, and we just plugged in Kamal, and the museum is themed. So we can ship our landscapes around a little bit, and now we have 3 themed museums. We do have slots for 2 more books. So let's get that while we can. Writing. And let's get maybe portraits. Portraits are not themed, but with time, as we are gonna build up more art museums. This city is gonna need more builders, and we can start extracting the artifacts. Combustion has been boosted. If we would ever need tanks, we will know where to find them. Let's get our own artifact for time being. That's fine. And need to consistently keep my trade routes in check. Fine, we're trading with Japan. Okay, another city is getting connected. Where are we heading? So, I would like a railroad maybe to connect here. That's gonna be a national park, so that's a lumber mill. Good. The style needs to be repaired. And we need more railroads. Never mind. National park. Good. Professional sports in one turn, so I'm gonna send my builder to start improving ski resorts. And most of my empire seems to get connected. Okay, let's park this builder for a turn in between the mountains. The style needs to be repaired. That tile needs to be improved, but I would like to get those seaside resorts online as well. I'd get myself a Cahokia Mound in here, but then I would lose all the bonuses from our reserve. So I guess I will just plant woods until the volcano decides to destroy them. Get some extra appeal to our national park for extra tourism. And what else? So these are gonna have to be the ski resorts. I will send one builder around. Actually, I do have a builder. So this one is gonna head here. Do you have access to another district? Not yet. You will need a sanctuary. And currently we do have a couple of wonders finishing. We have more builders and ski resorts coming up. We have the preparation of mapping out everything that we need to do with our empire. So I will leave this episode here so we can start churning out the tourism like there is no tomorrow in the next one. So thank you guys very much for watching. One love. I'm out.